This is London.
These are dangerous days.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is Lord Andy Coyne, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to a whole new episode of LDN Capital TV. You can follow me at facebook.com, Lord Andy Coyne. But hey, let's move straight on to the program. And tonight we have two huge matches. Later on, we will see the LDN World Champion, Flip Gordon, take on Rex Dangerous. But we're kicking off right now with an appearance of the resident reality TV star here in LDN Wrestling, with Jason Carrion, a man who loves the spotlight. He found his fame when he appeared on Married at First Sight, and he met the love of his life on that show. And you know what? Like I say, you can tell just by looking at him. This is a guy who really cares about the whole package. He wants everyone to know his name. He wants his name up in massive bright white light. And tonight he wants to do that by taking on Johnny Gale, an LDN trainee, and continue to build his legacy here tonight.
Well. I'm sorry, but that was no introduction for a United States citizen. So here, David, please record that. Here's a real introduction. The man you are looking at is the biggest international reality television professional wrestler and the star of the LDN Keep Calm and Carrion tour, the notorious Jason Keep Calm and Carrion. And I just want to give a shout out to all my Americans out there. I'm safe in the United Kingdom, and I love each and every one of you, just like I love you, everybody in the USA. You can cut it out. Is it off? It's off, right? Oh, now I can really tell you how I feel. I absolutely hate this country.
That's disgraceful behavior.
From the front to the back, you have bad teeth, you're ugly, and I can't stand the smell as soon as I came into this country.
Well, he just ticked off every stereotype he could think of there, didn't he?
And tonight, I'm gonna beat the sense out of one of you, one of the British UK wrestlers, Johnny Gale. I'm gonna make his first impression with my elbow, and it's gonna be good night. And for that, the United Kingdom, you're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent hails from Weymouth. Please welcome Johnny Gale.
Well, I'm wishing all the luck for Johnny Gale here tonight, and as mentioned, he is indeed a product of the LDN training school based in Romford, and he might be an LDN rookie, but let's not overlook him, for this is a man who has been trained by multi-time British heavyweight champion Alan Lee Travis. Of course, if you want to find out more about the training school, go to ldnwrestling.com/training. Now let's see what their school is all about, because we're about to get an education from Johnny Gale here. But what a challenge he has up against tonight in the form of Jason Carrion. I mean, Jason Carrion, he is not a small guy whatsoever. He's weighing in tonight about 238 pounds, measures in at 6'2". Johnny Gale, meanwhile, is only 150 pounds. He's barely edging out of the lightweight category. But hopefully for Johnny Gale, if he can maintain that speed, if he can stay one step ahead of Jason Carrion, he could very well ride his way all the way to victory here tonight in our opening contest for LDN Capital TV. There's the bell, and we are ready to go. Both men now edging up, and as you can see, Johnny Gale, he is not intimidated whatsoever by Jason Carrion. He's coming in with a lot of confidence, but my God, he is up against the king of confidence himself in Jason Carrion. He ducked the collar elbow tie of a 10, went for the waistlock, and brought him down hard, but Carrion not following up, and you know, this is the confidence I'm talking about, but there's a very fine line between confidence and overconfidence, and Carrion might be showing that right now. And there they are, they're going for the collar elbow tie up now. It's tight, and Jason Carrion, the stronger competitor, able to get the advantage here. Snapmare's down. And look at this, it's all about the profile shot, isn't it? Johnny Gale now with the swift drop kick. He's going for a pose of his own, and Jason Carrion is not amused. Off the ropes, rides the blind spot now. Neck breaker, and Carrion drops down hard, and there's a kip up there from Johnny Gale. Showing his athleticism, showing his speed, trying to stay one step ahead, not just physically, but psychologically as well. You know what, it is such a privilege to be commentating for LDN once again. This is a promotion that has been linked to the British Wrestling Union and also to the old traditional spirit of the old days of World of Sport. We've had men like Johnny Kidd, Kendo Nagasaki, Johnny Sate compete in this very ring, and now it is time for a new generation of young grapplers to show us what they've got. Crucifix roll up there by Gale and a kick out by Carrion. Gale now. Oh, wheelbarrow. Carrion caught him, but no. Gale with the reversal. And he knows it only takes 3 seconds to win a wrestling contest. And Carrion rolling to the outside quite wisely, because Johnny Gale most definitely was riding the wave of momentum. Well, the fans are now giving Carrion a lot of grief, and Gale follows him to the outside, blasting him just between the shoulder blades, now slamming his head into the apron. Carrion is rocked, he is dazed, and Gale knows it, and that's why he's putting this pressure on. Even though when Carrion rolled to the outside, Johnny Gale knew that he had to stay on this. After all, Carrion is the bigger, stronger, and also more experienced competitor as well, and so Gale needs to take everything he has to do to stay ahead. But as you can see right now, the pendulum of momentum is a fickle mistress and has now swung very solidly back in the charge of Jason Carrion. Carrion now throwing Gale back into the ring. However, Carrion just slipping to the outside, and Gale looking frustrated every time he gets the momentum back. Carrion just steals from him in this sort of very unsportsmanlike manner. Gale, however, is going to force him back into the ring. Carrion now with the ace crusher across the top rope, and Gale has been rocked. Big side kick there from Carrion. You know, Jason Carrion is a man who really wanted to get a taste of what British wrestling was all about. Oh, leg drop right across the back of the head into that second rope. That will be devastating. As I was saying, Carrion is a man who really wanted a taste of what British wrestling is all about, and that is why he came to LDN. And he can't help it, I suppose, if he enjoys making the young rookies of the British wrestling scene suffer. He is absolutely enjoying every moment of this contest right now. And now the fans are getting behind Gale right now, and Carrion with a big knee into the midsection. Launches him out of the corner. Gale hits hard, and Carrion follows through with a massive clothesline. He follows it up with a face rake. That massive hip attack right across the jawbone of Johnny Gale, and that'll make it very difficult for this young rookie to focus. And I say rookie, he's actually been competing for the best part of 3 years, but until you get into a high-profile company like LDN and you are facing competitors like Jason Carrion, your experience truly does not start to grow. Well, the fans are chanting Johnny right here. They have picked their hero for the night, and it certainly isn't Jason Carrion, who, using his size and weight advantages, is just forcing Gale from pillar to post. Gale with a big back elbow. Maybe he's found his opening here. Carrion gets a kick right to the jaw. And Gale now trying to get the fans back into this thing. Kicks him, pushes him back. Gale now with another boot. He climbs to the middle rope. He's looking for some airtime. However, Carrion underneath. And Carrion wipes him out with a tidal wave-like clothesline. Square under the jaw. There was a cover, but it was only a 2. You know, Jason Carrion, he looks like a brash young mister, but don't forget, this is a very dangerous competitor. He has had a lot of MMA training. He fancies himself as a jiu-jitsu master as well. He looks good, but trust me, he hits harder. Go for the slow ratchet down the neck breaker. Oh, but maybe too slow. Gale with the cover. He pins him down, but Carrion able to find that exit. Gale, no, with those fast, rapid strikes right into the chest cavity, trying to keep Carrion rocked. Carrion, however, with the reversal, and hits the neck breaker this time. Look at him, wiping his hands to say as if this is done. He shoots for the cover. It's a 2, but unfortunately was not able to register the 3. Jason Carrion now trying to roll Gale back onto his back. He needs his shoulders to those ground if he's going to win this thing. And look at him now just pounding away with the point of the fist, and the official getting in his face. Traditionally in British wrestling, you do not allow closed fisting punches, but the official is going to let it ride. And look at his Carrion. He is just waiting for his opponent to get back to his feet. And oh, he misses that big Superman-like punch. Gale, big backspring elbow. He hits it. And now the momentum, the match is definitely speeding up, and the lighter competitor will enjoy this change of momentum. Big clothesline in the corner. He's getting a good combination of maneuvers here, but he needs to maintain this rate of rapid fire. And now he's climbing to the heavens. Where's he gonna go? Measures him up. Big crossbody. He goes for the cover. Oh, he switches position. 2. And a kick out by Carrion. And you know what? If he had managed to get the cover straight away off the crossbody, he might have got that, but he had to readjust himself. He tried to hook the outside leg, and I think that gave Jason Carrion that split second that he needed to regain his composure and get back into this contest. Gale now has got the full Nelson. Carrion's fighting out of it. Nothing good comes out of a full Nelson. Off the ropes. Oh, went for that big Superman punch again. An inverted dragon slam there. Hooks the inside leg. It's tight. It's good. Oh! And he was a whisker away from victory here tonight. You know, it's amazing to think that LDN started all the way back in 2004 in a small, humble venue in Hamwell. And this is where we are tonight. We have about 250 to 300 fans chanting the name of the competitors here. Oh, there's the roll-up. Oh, Carrion's using the rope! And wait, on the... Oh, the ever-seeing referee saw his attempt to use the ropes to steal a victory. And Jason Carrion, in his outright arrogance, believing that he has won this contest, but the official is there to tell him that unfortunately he saw him in his peripheral vision. He's not going to award him a victory in this way. This is a ring of honor, and to win, you need to win fairly. Oh, and the fans are getting on his case, and Carrion looking very agitated right now. And then there's the distraction inside cradle. Almost a free, and you can see the official's hand was just a few inches off the mat that time. Carrion though, oh, pop-up knee just underneath the jaw, and a big forearm smash. Hooks that inside leg, hooks both legs, and he gets the free.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Jason, Kingcom, and Carrion.
And tonight it is the New York lad who will walk home with the victory, ladies and gentlemen. He came with a lot of promise, saying that he wanted to enter this LDN ring and prove his dominance, to prove that America is better than the United Kingdom. And he took on Johnny Gale, and he was a brave fight, but not to be. Anyway, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Joey Scott takes on JJ. see Joe Scott now coming in from Redditch in the UK. And, I don't know, kind of a lukewarm reception from the fans here tonight. Let's see what the young man can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Muscle Hill in North London, it's JJ.
Here comes JJ. As you see, he is pumped here tonight, but Scott, he jumps him right before the bell even started, and now has him trapped in the corner with those big forearm smashes. Scott now follows up with another big forearm smash, and JJ, very early in the contest, has found himself stuck on the ground. Scott now launches JJ off the ropes. There's the rebound. He ducks the clothesline, and that's the speed I'm talking about. He ducked the clothesline, was able to follow up with that front drop kick. Big back elbow smash now by JJ, and the fans are fueling this man. He was able to recover from that cheeky attack at the beginning of the contest. JJ now with a head of steam and a big clothesline in the corner. JJ now is calling for it. Big back elbow. And he is using the very interesting how he's using the architecture of the ring itself to really punish his opponent. Big kick to the back of the head now. And he is saying to the fans that he wants to end this thing early, and he could do. He's going for some big high-risk maneuver here off the second rope. Oh, but unfortunately it backfired. Scott was able to hit that drop kick into the midsection, and that was interesting. It took him a full two count to kick out of that maneuver right there. And I think Scott was actually able to wind him quite badly. Scott now, of course, trying to choke him on the middle rope. The official is on his case, doesn't want him staying on there too long. He has a full 5 count to use. Now shoots the elbow just square under the jawline. And that's one way just to keep your opponent slightly phased when you figure out your next move. This next move, of course, being a full body slam. There's the cover, and you can see he's driving the bone of his forearm right into the jawline that he hit earlier with the elbow. So you can try and keep that weight and go for the pinfall. Now the JJ still in this thing. I mean, look at Scott. He is one scrappy competitor. What he's doing is not fine. It's not pretty, but it is working. He is using the stomps. He is using the point of his elbow, the forearm smashes to keep JJ down, because he knows if this contest speeds up, then it will be JJ who takes back the momentum for himself. Scott now picks up JJ and hits him with a big smash with the open knife chop. JJ now, he's stuck in the corner, and this is a very precarious position here, and Scott is enjoying every moment of this. He's just brutalizing his opponent here tonight. Scott, however, went for one swing too many, and now JJ is back in control. He has a firm, vice-like grip around the neck of Scott there, and now paying him back for every single chop that he gave him earlier in this contest. And Scott having a temper tantrum like a child in the corner, and JJ is enjoying the fact that he's getting this small measure of revenge. Launched him into the corner, but Scott got a little bit of agility of his own, jumping over that top rope. Looks like he's going for the springboard. Oh, and a big clothesline, and JJ hits the ground hard, smacking the back of his head. But unfortunately for Scott, he was not able to get that 3 count. Goes for a cover again. Now, admittedly, there is something to be said about going for regular covers, making your opponent earn it, making them work for it, making them kick out. Time and time again, it takes effort to do that, but it also could be seen as a sign of desperation. And you have to ask, is Scott looking desperate right now? Big right hand there by right now, and of course JJ, as you see, draped on that second rope, very uncomfortable, and the crossface strikes now. once again to the jaw of JJ. Scott certainly has a calling card in this match here tonight. He's got him going. He's going for that neck breaker. He's going for a slow turn. He's got him in the peak. Drops him down hard, hooks the outside leg. There's the cover, but JJ able to kick out. Yeah, I love it. You can actually hear the fans laughing at Scott that he was unable to get that cover. However, Scott, he has a strategy. He has been going for strikes across that jawbone, and now you see the sort of, well, it is technically more of a sleeper, but he's putting the pressure on that jawline. Big left-hand shots to the midsection. JJ desperately trying to fight out of this thing. And now shots to the front and to the back. JJ rapid-fire blows to the midsection. He's trying to get out, and he does. But he's just too tired, and Scott, oh, look at that. With a handful of hair, whips him down to the ground, and Scott, once again, going for the cover, but unsuccessful getting the 3. Well, the fans are chanting at JJ, which is no doubt fueling his confidence. Scott, however, was trying to trash talk him, but looks like the fans won out. JJ with the front drop kick, and now picks him up with the atomic drop. Ducks the clothesline, has the waist lock. Once again, atomic drop, and a kick right underneath the jaw. And Scott falls to the outside. Now JJ, he could go for the count-out victory, and you know, Scott just took a thrust kick right to the face, and he'll have been rocked by that, and the official is doing the count, but JJ, either he knows that Scott was going to get back in, or he desperately wants a pinfall or submission here tonight. JJ doing a tour of the building to greet his fans, and oh, inviting a ringside fan just to give him a little knock on the top of the head there. Snapmares him down. What has JJ got in mind here? Oh, JJ had a seam! Big clothesline. Big, deep impact clothesline. And Scott is wiped out on the floor of the venue here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, JJ receives his first point warning.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, the official not enjoying what JJ was doing out there. He was bending the rules just a little bit too much and has received a public warning. And I think that has actually rattled Scott, and rattled JJ, and it's allowed Scott to do that big backdrop right onto the edge of the apron. Goes for the cover. But you know what? I have to say that was a solid cover. You can see that Scott was putting the full body of his weight on the shoulder joints, but JJ still desperately in this contest right now. Scott now looks like might be going for a variety of a bow and arrow here. Pulls up in his opponent, and JJ's face, the pain just etched in his features. Oh, Scott going for a little bit of a hot dog in there. Standing salt, hooks the outside leg. Well, Scott is really getting frustrated right now, asking the official what he has to do to win this contest. He's hitting with absolutely everything. Picks up JJ now. Launches him hard out of the corner. JJ connects, and look at him, just crumpling to the ground. There's a point where you got to ask yourself, is this a competitive match or just a one-sided beating? Because right now, Scott is having his way with JJ, throwing him hard from one corner to the other, taking his sweet merry time to keep inflicting punishment until he finally gets that inevitable 3 count. And the downhill came when he hit that backdrop on the edge of the ring. There's the 2, there's the... Now that was a 2.7. Scott is looking a lot prouder with himself right now because JJ's time is drawing near. And Scott now has him in that overhead position, signals that this could be it. Going for the rib breaker right there. He hits it, and JJ just dumped to the ground, and JJ could be stunned right now. Now, Scott knows that it's JJ's back that was hurt, which is why he rolled him onto the front. He wanted to expose the spine, but JJ able to roll onto his back to protect it. And Scott looks like he's going to go for it anyway, climbing to the top. Looks like he might be going for the killer blow. He says this is it. Oh! Went for a twisting senton moonsault, wasn't able to get it. And he drove the wind right out of himself. And JJ now could very well be back in this thing. Oh, he caught him. Scott knows it, and he's battling out of it, firing those back elbows. Picks up JJ, goes for the neck breaker. But JJ able to roll through, and there it is, the overhead DDT. Beautifully done, hooks the outside leg. And there it is, there's the 3 count, and JJ is victorious.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, JJ.
Well, JJ was able to snatch the victory from the jaws of defeat right there. And you saw it earlier in the contest when his opponent, Scott, was able to drop it on that hard outer rim of the ring. And from there, JJ was just having back problems. Scott was going for that killer blow, but unfortunately for him, JJ would be able to roll out of the way. And finally, JJ with that massive overhead DDT, getting the 1-2-3, and the fans are thrilled. But don't go away, ladies and gentlemen, our LDN World Champion, Flip Gordon, is in the house, and he takes on Rex Dangerous. And here comes Dangerous right now. And as you can see from the look of this Blackpool native, this man is a professional bodybuilder outside of the ring, and that has brought a lot of power to his in-ring competition. And it's all that power, and it's why he calls himself the king of the effing universe. Well, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, he will get to prove whether he truly is the king of the effing universe when he takes on a truly global fighter in the form of Flip Gordon. Rex Dangerous is bringing a lot into this contest, a 10-year pro, 240 pounds packed on his frame.
Time to bring out the champion.
Well, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Montana in the United States of America, LDN's first ever world champion. Of course, LDN has a litany of very successful British champions, but it was Flip Gordon who has the honor of being LDN's first recognized world champion. Of course, Flip Gordon coming into this contest with a weight disadvantage. Admittedly, he is 85 kilos, which means he is on the cruiser weight level. But we have seen him take on all comers, all sizes, all weights, all levels of experience. And he has made a massive name for himself, not only here in the United Kingdom, but also in Japan and also in the United States of America. And if Rex Dangerous tonight hasn't done his homework, he could be surprised by the aerial mastery of one Flip Gordon. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Flip is not his Christian name. That was the name that he earned due to his phenomenal skills flying off the top rope and flying in between those ropes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, LDN Wrestling proudly presents one of tonight's feature contests. A match made with a 30-minute time limit. One fall, one submission, or a knockout to decide the winner, and it's for the LDN World Heavyweight Championship and Belt. Introducing first, on my left, he is the challenger from Blackpool. This is Rex Dangerous.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the very imposing frame of one Rex Dangerous. As I mentioned, 6 foot tall, 240 pounds. He is not a small man.
His opponent on my right hails from Canistyle, Montana, USA. He is the current reigning LDN World Heavyweight Champion, Flip Gordon.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Flip Gordon. What a phenomenal match this must be. Flip Gordon has defended that championship over numerous times against a number of opponents, and I can tell you, that young man is not intimidated one bit by Rex Dangerous. You see both competitors staring a hole into one another. You know that Rex Dangerous would love to win that LDN World Championship and prove that he is indeed the center of our known universe. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there you go, Flip Gordon, ever the constant professional, offering the hand, but Rex Dangerous wants none of it. And there's the bell, and this is the start of our main event for our first episode here of Capital TV. You know, I got to speak to Flip Gordon earlier today, and what I found very interesting is he has what he called an old school bucket list. Yes, he is a part of the new generation of phenomenal athletic wrestlers who are making a huge name for themselves on the independent circuit the world over. But this is a man who really wanted to compete in the LDN ring. He wanted to compete under the old spirit of the original world of sport. And he is getting to do that. And he is doing it as the LDN World Champion. But Rex Dangerous, he might look like a big powerhouse meathead, but at the end of the day, this is a 10-year pro, and he himself has a lot of technical acumen as well. Flip flipping through right now and applies his own wrist lock. And both men really feeling each other out, and this is very, very wise. Because Flip Gordon, as I mentioned, he will have the speed and athleticism advantage. Meanwhile, Rex Dangerous, he will have that raw strength and size advantage. It's very wise for both men to feel each other out, trying to slowly but surely figure out their strategy. Looks like Dangerous has his strategy there. He's just going to use his raw power to throw him to the dance and keep his opponent down to the ground. But look at this. You cannot keep Flip Gordon still for a mere second. Flip Gordon, so highly disciplined. You can see it in his physique and his skill, but you also know it because he was in the Army National Guard for over 6 years with a speciality of explosive training. After being honorably discharged, he now competes the world over, and he has brought the explosion right to the ring here in LDN. Rex Dangerous is finding out what Flip Gordon is all about firsthand, and this isn't something I see from Dangerous very often. Fleeing his opponent, going to the outside, trying to find that respite, and Flip Gordon, his experience that he brings into the ring as champion, he knows he will not allow him a moment's rest. Just look at it, it's like a cat playing with a mouse, just waiting for him, and then sort of using his own momentum to get back the advantage. Flip Gordon calling on the power of the fans here tonight. Off the ropes, he's going to go for a big dive to the outside, and he drives the point of the elbow right in the square of his heart. You see Rex Dangerous begging off right now. Rex Dangerous, if he wants to get back into this thing, he needs to hit one big power move. Meanwhile, Flip Gordon going for a TDD from the outside to the inside and dangerously just driving him into the corner. I'll tell you one thing, it's not fine, it's not pretty, but look at that. Northern Light suplex, beautiful bridge, and dangerously hedging his bets, going for a second one. Oh, and look at that, this time with the release for maximum impact. And this is what we knew Dangerous was going to do. He was going to use his raw power, and all it took was driving the shoulders into the midsection, 2 Northern Light suplex, and now Rex Dangerous is most definitely in control. Rex Dangerous now driving all 10 years of his in-ring experience, and he's forcing it through the edge of his boot right there. Flip Gordon looks like he's struggling for air, and you know, being here on that second Northern Light suplex, he could have hit the back of his head. He might have had the wind driven out of him, and Dangerous knows it, and he's going to try and keep Flip Gordon winded to try and slow him down and stop him doing all the flips that have made him a household name in wrestling today. Flip Gordon now, he is launched out of the corner, he hits the other end hard, and Dangerous follows through, but Gordon able to keep his mind about him, he's gone for a sunset flip, but the power of Dangerous able to hold on and brings him right back to his feet. Dangerous just with effortless ease, beeling his opponent across the ring now. Dangerous now just stalking his opponent, and he picks up Gordon, but Flip Gordon wants nothing to do with that. Went for the enziguri, but unfortunately Dangerous is just one step ahead at the moment. He's isolated the legs here, and it looks like he might be going for a variation of an STF here. He's isolated the knees, and now he's transitioning right to the surfboard. If he can get this up, this will play merry hell on the knees of Flip Gordon. Oh! He wasn't able to get the surfboard, but his mission to try and destroy the knees of one Flip Gordon was certainly there. And now you see him going for a British figure four. You know he learned this deep down in the dark basement of the LDN training school. Flip Gordon, he has been in some phenomenal battles. He's even competed for the NWA Heavyweight Championship himself. But when you've got a man like Rex Dangerous trying to destroy your knees and the ligaments to support them, you know you're in a fight of the night. Gordon now desperately trying to keep Dangerous at bay with those strikes to the head and the midsection. He ducks the clothesline, but you can see Flip Gordon, he was checking his knees, a bit of concern there. He ducks the clothesline, and big forearm smash right off the ropes. Flip Gordon now trying to build up that momentum. The big back elbow there. He calls up Dangerous. Dangerous finally to his feet, and Flip Gordon was just waiting for him. This handspring into the back elbow. And Flip Gordon is playing his game. He has got the match on a faster sort of momentum right now, but he's also paying attention to his knee, and you have to wonder what's going to give up first. Off the ropes now, big forearm smash. Dangerous was rocked. Snapmare out of the corner. Gordon now off the ropes, and a big kick to the midsection. Flip Gordon, standing moonsault. Goes for the cover. Guess Dangerous really wants that LDN World Championship. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. But the fans, they are fueling Flip here. Picks up Dangerous. And he goes for a big right hand strike, gets him momentarily dazed. Goes for the handspring once again. Oh, but Dangerous caught him and dropped him down hard with that back suplex. Goes for the cover. It's good, but unfortunately not good enough to keep down the LDN World Champion. Now this is wise. This is very clever. Going straight back to the legs. He's taken away Flip Gordon's most dangerous weapons. Going for that inverted Texas cloverleaf. You can see him, he's sitting down, he's really trying to put that weight, that full weight, that leverage, just look at that. His knees must be exploding in pain right now. Flip Gordon rolling to the outside now, finding safety in that bottom rope. Well, both men came into this contest with a phenomenal strategy. Flip Gordon obviously trying to use his speed, trying to agitate his opponent. Oh, TDD, and he got it this time. Meanwhile, Dangerous, he came into this ring determined to try and destroy the knees of Flip Gordon. And it was an ingenious strategy. but right now both men are down. And you can see the official rendering that no standing 10 count. And if both men stay down for the full 10 count, you know that Flip Gordon will walk out still LDN World Champion, but neither man wants that. Both men fighting back to their feet. And now we find the strikes there. Dangerous and Gordon just juking it out in the middle of the ring. And it's Gordon, the cruiserweight, that with the faster strikes, able to stay ahead of that swinging contest. Off the rope for Dangerous. All he needed was that one big back elbow. Off the ropes again. Oh, this time Flip Gordon with a Crescent Death Valley driver and a kick right to the square of the head. I honestly thought he had it there. I honestly thought that was a 3 count. But unfortunately for Flip Gordon, that Crescent Death Valley driver, followed by that big strike to their head, was not enough. And you can see Flip Gordon now just trying to get the feeling back into his knees, into his extremities. Dangerous has done a number on his joints. Flip Gordon, despite the injured wheels, is going to where he calls home, the top rope. But unfortunately for him, with those injured knees, he was just a little bit too slow. And Dangerous able to beat him to the punch. And now both men are just scrapping it out on the top rope. But it looks like Dangerous might have it. He's going to try and drop him hard with a suplex. But Flip Gordon, he is holding on. He knows a drop like that will practically explode his kneecaps. Big headbutt there from Flip Gordon. Flip Gordon now. The fans are encouraging him. Climb to the top rope. He calls to his gods, and there it is. Big 450 splash. One of his trademark maneuvers. Hooks the outside leg. Ladies and gentlemen, he is still the LDN World Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, and still LDN World Heavyweight Champion, Flip Gordon!
Massive congratulations to Flip Gordon there. Rex Dangerous brought a phenomenal game, but unfortunately for him, Flip Gordon able to stay ahead, and thanks to the fans, fueled through the pain to deliver that 450 splash and remain world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Lord Andy Coyne. Thank you very much for joining us for Capital TV. Don't forget to join us next time, and I'll be there waiting for you. We'll see you later.